Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review. And as you guys saw in previous videos, we did the review on the miniature Optimus Prime and the miniature Megatron. Well, today in the mail I actually got my Pocket Warrior Soundwave. And this figure looks amazing. Guys, I can't wait to get him out here in the photo booth so we can actually do a quick review on him. So guys, let's quit talking about it. Let's go ahead. Let's go to the booth and let's check out Soundwave. Alright guys, so here is the War in a Pocket version of Soundwave, and this guy is tiny, but he is really detailed. So let's take a quick look at him. As you can see here, rocking the blue and silver paint job like always, with the yellow cassette door, just like the original G1 Soundwave. Now as you can see here, you can see his arms out to the side, but being that he is such a small figure, I can live with that. You know, it doesn't really bother me because, as always, he is never going to be in cassette mode when he's on display. He's going to be in his robot mode, which is truly amazing. Once again, guys, this guy is really detailed. Now let's take a look at these tiny little cassettes. Here we have Laserbeak. Now as you can see, really not much to him. Very simple transformation. Now here we got Ravage. Now Ravage is a little bit bigger than the other two cassettes, and you guys will see that here in a minute when he's actually transformed. It's really cool how these figures look, being so small. Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at the other cassette. Now the other cassette I believe is Ratbat, just for the simple fact is Ratbat was the only one that had purple in him, so that's why I'm assuming it's him and not Buzzsaw, because Buzzsaw did have yellow wings, but it could be either one. But guys, let's go ahead, let's transform him and let's check him out in robot mode. Alright guys, so here he is in robot mode and the cassettes are transformed, and to me he's almost like a legend class size figure. Now let's take a quick close look at him, see if I can get the camera to actually focus in on his head. As you can see there, he's got a great head sculpt on him, chest, basic detail there. He's got a lot of detail to him, going all the way down to the feet. Let's check him out from the side here. Once again, nice silver paint job. The blue really pops on this figure. I don't know if it comes across on the camera as good. Now they did incorporate that backpack from the G1 kind of look on the back, which I really like. He's got some hollow legs, but once again, doesn't really bother me for this figure, for the price and for the size of this figure. Now his head is on a ball joint, so you can get some weeble wobble out of it. You can get him to look pretty far up. His arms, he can go out 90 degrees at the shoulder and do a 360 rotation. His elbows being a ball joint, once again, a little bit more than 90 degrees, and he's got the pivot and rotation there. His hands, he does have wrist rotation. Now the legs, he can go out 90 degrees to the side. He does have thigh rotation. He does have hip rotation, which is a little bit higher than most of the other figures, but still rotation. And at the knee, he can go way past 90 degrees there. Now, his feet are on ball joint, so he does have some great tiltage there as well. You got the shoulder mounted rocket. You got his blaster, concussion blaster for his hand, which has got some pretty good detail to it. Now I didn't show it in the camera, but he does have pretty good range of motion in the legs as well. But let's take a look at Ravage right now. Ravage is a really cool looking figure right here, being so tiny. He's actually got his tiny little rockets or guns, whatever they were, on his hip. Oh, and I forgot to pull out his tail. Let me see if I can get this tiny little tail out from underneath. See if we can get that there. There we go. Now he's fully transformed. And as you can see, the way he transforms, he folds in half. So it's really cool the way Ravage is. Ravage is a really cool small little figure. He is a little stiff, so it's kind of hard to get him to position him right now, but once those joints loosen up a little bit, he'll make a great display figure on the shelf with Soundwave. He's got all his joints on ball joints, so you got some great movement there. Now let's go ahead and look at the other cassettes. This is Rat Bat, or what I'm calling Rat Bat due to the fact that it's got that light purple. Very simple cassette, easily transformed as you just split it open and then pull the head out. Not much for articulation as with most of the other cassettes. And here we have Laserbeak. Once again, very simple, but being so small, some great little details to it, guys. Alright guys, so while I got him, Prime, and Megatron, let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons. Alright guys, before we do any comparisons, I forgot to show you something real fast, and that is the cassettes actually going into the chest of Soundwave. So let's just take Laserbeak real fast and transform him back into a cassette. There we go. Now let's get Soundwave. As you can see, you just simply open it. There's no latches or anything. It's got a friction joint, and you can just place them in there. Now the cavity is deep enough that you can either put Ravage or you can put both cassettes in there. Now to get them out, this is a little tricky, as you can see how big my fingers are. He has an opening in the back where you can push out the cassette, but I have to use the tool because I can't fit my giant fingers back there. So let me just push out Laserbeak real fast. There you go. Let's put Soundwave's head back up top. And there you have it. You can actually stick the cassettes inside his chest. Like I said, it's a friction joint, so it'll stay closed, but you can do it. So that's a cool feature right there, guys. So let's go ahead and let's get on to those comparisons. Alright guys, so here's Soundwave with DX9 Optimus Prime. Now as you can see, Optimus is a lot taller than Soundwave. Soundwave, I can see him as kind of a Legends class figure, as I do have a couple of those Legends class figures that came out for War for Cybertron. They're still in the package as I picked them up today, but once we get them open for the review, I will be doing a comparison with them to see how close in comparison they are to each other. But as you can see, once again, these are two great figures here. Now let's go ahead and let's do one more comparison. And here we have them with the Warren Pocket version of Megatron. Once again, Megatron towers over the Soundwave figure, but they are really cool. Now I'm hoping to see if I can find one in the Megatron size to go along with them. But like I said, this figure of Soundwave is really cool, and I got a very strong feeling that he is a Legend class. And if he is, with the figures I've got, I'm gonna check, and hopefully sometime down the line I'll be able to find myself the War for Cybertron Trilogy Soundwave Legend class figure and compare the two of them together and see what's different in them. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for this video right here. Alright guys, so that wraps up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Once again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put a new video out. And guys, if you like the videos that I'm putting out, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. And don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the videos. Let me know if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to try to get that out for you guys. And once again guys, share this video with everybody you know. Once again, this is Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.